So in this weekly fragrance rotation, I did get some complaints and also oversprayed quite a bit. So if you're curious on what fragrances I chose to wear throughout the week, stay tuned. Hey, what's going on guys? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, glad to have you here. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit that notification bell and also be sure to follow my fragrance Instagram page. That will be in the description down below. But that is correct guys, I'm bringing you guys another weekly fragrance rotation. And this week, like I said, we did get some complaints and I did overspray quite a bit. So let's start this week off on Sunday as we always do in these. All right, so on Sunday, it was sort of a warm day, but I believe it was also raining. And on that day, I did actually go shopping around the malls and stuff like that. And then later in the evening, I went over to my mom's for dinner. And the fragrance I chose for the occasion is Parfums de Mali Percival. I kind of just wanted to go with like a crowd-pleasing fragrance, guys. And this one does it to a T. This is pretty much a niche version of Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce, or even Mont Blanc Legend. I absolutely love this stuff, guys. As you can tell, I do just have this 10 ml decant bottle here. I probably will pick up a bottle once this is done because it is just so pleasant, guys. Even though it does kind of come across like a designer fragrance, you can tell it's very, very high quality. Definitely above the two previous fragrances I just mentioned that it smells similar to. But on Sunday, for shopping and just hanging out with my family and stuff like that, I did spray a lot of this stuff, guys. I actually went with 18 sprays of this. So very, very heavy. I'm just trying to like do something new because usually I only spray like 3 to maybe 5, 6 sprays. So doing 18 sprays, guys, was definitely kind of out of my comfort zone. It was very, very potent. My mom did say something about it. She said it was very, very strong. And mind you guys, that was like probably like 10 hours after spraying this 18 times. So that was at the end of the day after shopping, being around like in the heat and stuff like that. It was still projecting and just lasting a long, long time with this. So I probably am gonna try to spray more in the future because yeah, you can definitely notice it a lot more from the people around you and stuff like that. But yeah, I did get one comment from my mom. And yeah, that's what I went with on Sunday was PDM's Percival. Let's head over to Monday now. All right, so on Monday, I actually went with a sort of a classic fragrance. It was also sunny on that day, I believe like in the mid 70s if I'm not mistaken. Very, very beautiful day. And I actually, I kind of just hung out at home most of the day, but then I did go over to my mom's for a cookout with a bunch of people. And the fragrance I chose for the occasion is actually Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. I absolutely love this stuff, guys. I haven't worn it that much since getting it, but when I do, it's an absolute pleasure, guys. This comes across like sort of like bubblegummy, powdery fragrance. Very, very masculine as well, I would say. A lot of people also say this is kind of like a clubbing fragrance because it is very, very potent and strong. Now, on that day, I did spray a lot as well. I went with 12 sprays of Le Male. The people around me did say something about it. They said it was very, very powdery, very, very strong. I asked them if they would actually wear it. It was guys, and they said they would. It smells great. So yeah, people do like Le Male, guys. You can't really go wrong with this one too much. Even though I did spray a lot, it still was very, very pleasant, and I can smell it throughout the entire day, which is nice. So that's what I went with on Monday was Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. So on Tuesday, I was pretty much at work most of the day. And also on this day, I did get a compliment and a complaint on the same day. Now, it was a very, very hot, sunny day, even though it doesn't really matter in a workspace since it's air conditioned and stuff like that. But I did pull out probably one of my most worn fragrances. It's actually Armand's Club de Nuit Intense Man. And this is actually the Eau de Parfum version of it, as you can tell from this humongous 200 ml size bottle. But guys, so I did pull this one out for Tuesday at work. Now, mind you though, I did go with 16 sprays of Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP, guys, which is probably overkill to be honest with you. This stuff is strong as it is. You do not need 16 sprays of this. you can definitely be good with like 5 sprays or so. But like I said, I'm trying to spray more, so I did go heavy with this one. I absolutely loved it, and some people around me did love it. I had this woman come up to me after I was walking by her, and she was like, "Wow, you smell absolutely amazing. Every time you walk by me, it's a pleasure." And she said that she could even taste my fragrance. So it must have been very, very strong as she was saying this. But I did have people around her say that they had allergies and stuff like that, but they don't mind it at all. Which makes me think maybe someone heard them say that and kind of complained about it, because I had a manager kind of pull me off to the side in the office and told me my fragrance was too strong, and he has been getting complaints today, and also got complaints last week, supposedly is what he said, and asked me if I can either stop wearing fragrance or try to tone it down. All I told him was, this isn't really a fragrance-free zone, but I will try to do less sprays and see if that helps or whatever. But yeah, that's what I went with on Tuesday, was Club de Nuit Intense Man, and obviously got a complaint and a compliment. But the compliment, guys, yeah, she absolutely loved her. I did tell her what it was, and she was like, "Shh, don't let anyone know," because I don't know, she just absolutely loved this fragrance. But yeah, that's what I pulled out for Tuesday. So on Wednesday, I was back at work. It was also like a rainy day throughout the entire day, which obviously wasn't the best. It also wasn't too warm either. But from the day before at work, since I got that complaint, I was kind of hesitant if it was like, if I should be like challenge accepted and wear like a Montal or like a black Afghano or something very, very strong and very potent and not crowd pleasing at all. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to calm it down a little bit for a while at least and let it settle, and yeah, you know. So the fragrance I pulled out is one of the most inoffensive fragrances you could probably buy, and that is Prada L'Homme. Now this just comes across like very, very like luxury soap, guys. It's like an Iris bomb in here, very powdery, very clean. It's one of the best office fragrances that you can purchase on the market today, for sure. And with Prada L'Homme, it's also not a very strong fragrance, guys. It doesn't last the longest, it doesn't project the most, but I did only go with 4 sprays. So I went from 16 sprays of Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP down to 4 sprays of Prada L'Homme for Wednesday at work, just because I wanted to be safe. Didn't want a lot of attention that day, obviously, from getting that complaint, and didn't want anyone offended at all. And no one obviously said anything from Prada L'Homme. I didn't get any compliments either. But yeah, that's what I pulled out for Wednesday, was Prada L'Homme. All right, so for Thursday, I actually put out a brand new fragrance to my collection, and this is the first time wearing this one, so I wanted to test it out and see how it performs and how it comes across on my skin. And I was also at work pretty much most of the day, and it also was a rainy day. But the fragrance I put out was Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme L'Intense, guys. Now, this one here kind of shocked me a little bit, to be honest with you. But smelling it out of the bottle, I do pick up on the La Nuit de l'Homme's DNA. But when you spray this one on skin or on paper even, it comes across very, very different. I did also review this one, so you can go check out the review for this to hear my all my thoughts about this. Or I actually did an unboxing and first impression of this fragrance, so you can go hear my thoughts of this one and my first impression of it. But yeah, very, very different than La Nuit de l'Homme on skin. But when you smell it to the atomizer, you do pick up on the DNA. But on Thursday, I did go with 4 sprays of this, still keeping it safe for work since I don't want people complaining and whatnot. I did not get any compliments from La Nuit de l'Homme L'Intense. It does last a little bit longer than the original from what I can tell. But I do honestly still prefer the original La Nuit de l'Homme. That would still be my go-to for like date nights and stuff like that. This one is like toned down on the cardamom, which is a main factor for La Nuit de l'Homme in my opinion. That's like a cardamom bomb. I absolutely love that note in that fragrance. But yeah, this one's just a different fragrance, and I was not expecting it. I was just expecting this pretty much the same La Nuit de l'Homme just more intense, even though that would be kind of redundant, to be honest with you. So I don't really mind having this one in my collection alongside London Wheat Cologne. But that's what I went with for Thursday, was this fragrance. All right, so for Friday, I'm actually off work on Friday. And on that day, I actually went out shopping for fragrances at like Saks Fifth Avenue and stuff, trying to smell new things. And the fragrance I pulled out for the occasion, it was also a very, very hot day. I believe like the low 80s. Even though it wasn't so sunny, I believe it was actually pretty cloudy. But the fragrance I pulled out is Mancera's Cedra Boise, guys. Wow, this stuff here is so addicting, guys. It's like one of the most fruity fragrances I've ever smelled, and it comes across very, very natural, guys. Very, very juicy as well. But on Friday, for out shopping and stuff, I did actually go out to dinner and stuff as well in the evening. But I went with 16 sprays. So we're off work, guys. I'm going back on the heavy on the trigger with 16 sprays of Cedra Boise. Now, the person I was with, she did say that, wow, you smell amazing. And whatever it is, it smells very, very fruity. So obviously, yeah, this one comes across very fruity. And also, Cedra Boise has a very pleasant sillage to it, guys. This stuff just projects very, very well. At least my batch. I believe this is a 2019 batch, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, still performs very, very good. I absolutely love this one, guys. Very, very crowd pleasing. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the house of Montal and Mancera. I do want to pick up some more from them, guys, because they never disappoint from all the ones I've ever actually smelled. So that's what I pulled out for shopping and stuff on Friday, was Cedra Boise by Mancera. Okay, so wrapping the week off on Saturday, I pulled out a brand new fragrance in my collection. Also the first time wearing this one. And this is a fragrance that I've been dying to add to the collection for probably about a year now. And I finally got it, and I'm so happy to have this one alongside all my other fragrances, guys. And it is my first fragrance from this house. And the fragrance I'm speaking about is Frederic Mall's Musk Ravageur, guys. Oh my goodness. What can I say about this beauty here? Very, very musky, guys. It almost comes across like almost like fur-like, to be honest with you. Slightly animalic, not so much. I heard this one has been reformulated. It's not quite like the originals, which were very, very animalic, but you still get the animalic touches with this one. And very, very vanilla-y as well. A lot of vanilla in here. So good. This might be the sexiest fragrance I've ever actually smelled, guys. Very masculine as well. This one almost comes across like Shalim, like a more masculine version of Guerlain Shalimar, if you're familiar with that one. It smells kind of similar to that, just slightly more masculine with the like dose of musk in this fragrance. But on Saturday, I was pretty much just chilling at home most of the day. I did go out to dinner in the evening as well. And I went with 12 sprays of this one, guys. Now, that was probably not the best idea at all, because it was almost 90 degrees on Saturday and also very, very sunny. You do not want to wear this one in that kind of weather, to be honest with you, because this one can be very, very cloying from the vanilla and stuff like that. But I just wanted to wear it because I got it in that day, and I was so excited to actually wear this one and test it out for the first time, guys. So yeah, I did go heavy on the trigger as well, 12 sprays of this one, which isn't very needed, to be honest with you. This stuff is pretty potent, to be honest. But yeah, I did not get any compliments from this fragrance. It's not really like, I don't know, I don't really think it's too crowd pleasing, but I can see a lot of people appreciating Musk Ravageur that like fragrances and like masculine fragrances and stuff like that. Very, very good, guys. I'm so excited to try this one out more and test it. I will be reviewing this fragrance very, very soon. So if you want to hear my thoughts and stuff like that, definitely stay tuned for the review of the Musk Ravageur. But that's gonna wrap up this weekly fragrance rotation. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know down below what you guys wore throughout the week. I'm very curious to know. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch all you guys in the next upload. Take care, everybody.